Hi, if you're watching this before you watch my FNAF song tier list video, then someone didn't get the video out on time. I mean, come on, man. How could you not get it out? It was perfect. It was the 10-year anniversary. We could have had so many more eyes. Do you know how many people were searching for FNAF content? It would have been perfect. We could have been sitting on a gold mine, but no, you just had to be lazy. You're lazy, you stupid, incompetent piece of crap. You're the reason. Yep, that's right. It's been another years of me uploading content, so it's about time to have another retrospective. Although this time around there's a lot more eyes on me this time. I mean, I didn't exactly expect to have like 5 times the amount of eyes, but yeah, that's pretty cool. This year was definitely a bit annoying for me when it came to content production because I only put out like 3 videos, and one of them was a school project, and you know, I'm not Slime Skull, so it didn't blow up because of course it wouldn't. But there's definitely a couple reasons as to why my content production wasn't as much as I wanted it to be this year. The first, in major terms, is that I just had a major lack of motivation. It's just like, editing is a lot of work, and it can be fun, but it can also be really tedious and really unfun work, and that unfun really won over this year in generally, so I just didn't do as much editing work as I wanted. Another major reason is back in January, I got sick. And, you know, I rested, made myself, you know, better. And all my symptoms went away. Except for the cough. Which I had until August, I want to say. Yeah, and do you know what it's like to just cough every day for months on end? All times of the day. No matter what you try or do. Even use your rescue inhaler like it's a normal puffing and just nothing. You're still coughing. It's agony. And I would not wish this upon even my worst enemy. Okay, maybe I would wish it on Makalov, but that's an entirely different story, okay? For now, it's just what happened. I think overall, I don't know, it feels weird to say, like, I'm definitely going to do it this year. I'm definitely going to put out a video a month, because, like, that's a nice goal to have, but I'm not sure if, like, I can do that. It also doesn't help that, in about, what was it? In about July, I decided to make a video for the upcoming FNAF anniversary, 10 years. I had collected a bunch of FNAF songs from various artists and was tier listing them. You know, just a bunch of different songs. Over 200 songs. Some I had heard before, some I hadn't. I thought, hey, this could be a fun video. Problem arose when simultaneously it was taking a long time to come out, but my editing was also not really that amazing. Basically what I would do was just put the song up playing in the background, and have like 1 or 2 graphics before eventually showing the tier list at the end of that song's segment. And at first I was like, oh, this will work perfectly fine. You know, I'm working on this video quick. I have a lot of things to do, so, you know, I don't need to put so much time into the editing. But that created a problem where the longer the video took to come out, the more I was like, okay, it's taking longer for me to get this out, so I should put more work into the editing. But putting more work into the editing just made the video take even longer to produce. And it just sort of created a really annoying cycle until, whoops, it's September, the video didn't come out. Yeah, I blame myself entirely for that one. Anyways, I guess it's time to talk about what I'd like to accomplish this year. I have 12 video ideas that I want to put out. And I'm not sure if I'll get to all of them, but I want to get to at least 8. 8, we'll say. If I can get 8 videos out this year, I'll be proud. Not super proud, because again, that's That's nowhere near the level I should be producing at, but it's a start. So let's get into those. The first video on the list, in no particular order, is a Trails in the Sky retrospective. A while back, me and my brother happened upon the fandom for a very small series called the Legend of Heroes franchise. It is a long-running JRPG franchise that, it's very unique, and not a whole lot of people talk about it, so I decided to pick up the first game in the franchise, Trails in the Sky, and run through it. And I'm going to be making a video on it. Just completed the first chapter, and I think there's only like 5 or 6 in the game, so it shouldn't be too long, but then comes the editing, and oh boy, is that going to be another long day in the editing booth. The second video I would like to put out this year is a retrospective on Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. I'm also a massive Fire Emblem fan, so I've always wanted to create a series of just reviewing every game from the franchise, and I figured I'd start from the beginning. And my god, Blade of Light is a weird game. You don't like if you haven't played it, you don't even know, okay? Even if you've played Shadow Dragon, the remake, you haven't played Blade of Light. And Blade of Light is wacky. Definitely gonna enjoy making that. I would also like to put out just a smaller video, one I can probably crank out pretty easily, ranking every Fire Emblem's personal skill. For those unaware, in 14 onward, with the exception of the remake of the second game, Fire Emblem has had personal skills on your playable units. So they have a little extra boost compared to someone else in the exact same class. You know, like this guy may have better stats and this guy may have better growths, but the personal skills is where you'd really want to take a look to see who you'd rather use. And there's a lot of good ones. There are also some bad ones. There are some definite bad ones, but I will look at that another time. The fourth video I want to put out is Fallout has taken over my life. The third unexplained reason as to why I have been so productively bad this year is because I have been playing a crap ton of Fallout. And I do mean all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and New Vegas. Oh my god, I've sunk a lot of time into these games. And there is one I dislike a lot, but basically every other game, it's really good, and I've been sinking a lot of time into them, so I'm definitely going to put out a video talking about them. Not full reviews, because I haven't beaten any of them except New Vegas. But I would like to do more discussion on all those games. You know, maybe I'll just do it with a simple retrospective at first, and then go on later to make a full review where I talk about all my thoughts. Haven't beaten the game, maybe once or twice. But yeah, another video I'd like to put out this year is a video on Mario sports games. There have been a lot of Mario sports games, and I know a lot of people talk about the Olympic Games ones. I even picked up the Winter Olympics from 2014 to talk about, because I remember loving that game. But I'm also going to be talking about some of the other ones, like the golfing games, the baseball games, a couple of the tennis titles, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm also going to talk about the, in my opinion, best Mario sports game, and you can fight me about this in the comments. I won't care. Mario Sports Mix. That game is a gem, and I love it. Buns. But yeah. Next, I have some challenge runs I want to do. First up, I want to make a video on Valkyria Chronicles, another mildly obscure franchise that I've been playing. Females only. There's quite a lot of characters in the game, and I figured that doing a females only run would be interesting because, you know, you only have access to half your army, and generally some of the best characters are female, but you also have some of the worst characters being female, I hear, and also, it'll be fun to work around having to keep the males that are force deployed out of combat and all that as best I can. The next challenge run is one that I technically, this is some obscure lore, but the first video of my channel that was supposed to come out was not going to be the HoloCure review. It was originally going to be a challenge run of can you beat New Mystery of the Emblem using only female units. But that video was like taking a long time and I didn't know the editor that well, so I scrapped it in favor of the HoloCure video, which was a bit easier to edit. Now, I was originally going to just reuse my footage, but I don't know, I'm not totally proud of the way I played the game because I played it on casual normal, and I would like to either beat it on hard or classic to make, so I can't just throw my units mindlessly at the enemies. I've also begun working on a 3 houses females only run. This one is probably not, if there's one video on this list that I don't really think I'm gonna do, it's probably gonna be this one, just because it's not as interesting as New Mystery of the Emblem or Valkyria females only. I may put it out, I might not. I was honestly just using this as an excuse to do a Crimson Flower run, because I've never done that. I've done every other run, but I've never done Crimson Flower. Yeah. And finally, the other video that was supposed to be out first instead of the HoloCure video was beating the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Vento Ario for PS2 without using stands. Same problems as the New Mystery of the Emblem one. Didn't know the editor. It was kind of complicated, and I didn't like complicated. So, yeah. I'll be beating the game without using stands, and oh my god, are some of these levels a pain. Finally, the last challenge run on here is Sniper Elite 4 Gunless. I've been talking about doing this a lot, but recently I got a brand new PC, and it runs like a dream. Oh my god, it is so good. So I figured I should, I can now finally do that Sniper Elite 4 Gunless run. I've done the first mission quite a few times without firearms, and they work a lot better than you'd expect. So that's going to be fun. I think you're gonna enjoy that one. Finally, the last 2 videos I'd like to put out. Not totally sure if I'm gonna do these, but I might. Is a video talking about random mangas I read, because I mean, come on, I'm a male in 2024. I read manga. And I think it'd be fun to just talk about it because I have opinions and I like sharing my opinions. Just could be fun. And finally, I'm split on whether or not I still want to do the FNAF songs tier list, because like, on one hand, I've already put some work into it. But like, it feels lazy. It doesn't feel transformative, and it doesn't feel like it feels like I'm profiting off someone else's work, and that feels kind of scummy to me. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but yeah. So, I might not do that one. I might. It depends entirely on what the comments say, but yeah. So, honestly, I'm proud of the growth I had. I definitely am. But I am definitely going to work to keep that ball rolling. I would absolutely love it if I could like start getting my name out there. Because there's a lot of things I want to do, and the larger clout I have would make that easier. Like asking for collabs or something like that, and getting monetized, because like I don't expect to like just be able to live off YouTube. I don't think I can pull that kind of numbers. But just getting a little extra cash a month would be nice, because that can help, like, I can be funneled back into video production, so I can like order games that I want to review that I don't own physically, because like emulation can work and it has worked pretty well, but there's something about actually like putting the disc into the machine that just emulation can't really replicate. So yeah, I'm going to be hopefully putting out more stuff this year. If I come up with any new ideas, I might work on those, but these 12 are going to be my primary focus. And I hope that this all goes well, because if I have a similar like production amount this year as I do last year, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. This is not acceptable. Unacceptable. I mean, like, look at this. Pathetic. Patooey. Thank you all for your support, for the likes, comments, subscribes, all that. That's very nice. Also, I would like to announce I have a Ko-fi. So, if you are financially able to, you're like, I know my beauty equals that of Pokimane, but don't simp your life away, alright? Use your money responsibly. If you have quite a big, like, freestanding money that you don't really have anything to do with, maybe consider throwing $1 or $2 my way. It helps out. Also, this stick figure, it's getting kind of old. I would rather be, flesh. That's right, baby. I'm a VTuber now. I mean, not like full-fledged VTuber, you know. I'm not gonna like I'm probably not gonna start streaming with it, but you know, I have it. It's nice to have. Looks cool. All right, that's it from me. See you next year, or hopefully in the next video. Yeah. See you next video, not next year, because I'm going to put out a video in between now and my next anniversary video. I swear if I don't,